It's 1997, Eat Your Heart Out, HBK versus Bret Hart one more time. Welcome back, guys. Fog Wrestling NXT Deadline kicked off with Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, and the Hitman. Only it wasn't the Hitman, it was CM Punk in Bret Hart gear. So CM Punk came out, big shocking news. No one really expected him to show up in NXT, but he was here because apparently he missed his phone call with Michaels, so he wanted to come out and speak to him personally. And he was wearing Bret Hart hoodie, and that is the first thing I noticed. He's coming out with the Hitman hoodie on. Michaels is like, really? You're going to wear that gear? You had to do this to me? Michaels instantly just lost his smile.
He did. He was greeting.
It was like his back just went. His back just twitched. He seen the pink hoodie, the Hitman hoodie, and the smile just evaporated for Shawn Michaels' face. Punk says it's okay. Me and Triple H made up. You and Bret made up a long, long time ago. Anything is possible. We're all made up here in WWE.
What's the common denominator though between them all making up? The Uncle fucking Benjamins. That's what it is. The money. Because I tell you what, I mean,
if they worked for Ring of Honor, would they have all made up?
I don't think so, but you know, it was a funny promo, and then Punk's like, "Here, is it going to be Raw, SmackDown, or NXT?" And then they hugged, and that was it.
They just ended it out of nowhere. I felt like it was just beginning. Then I don't know. We know on Raw apparently his time got cut short, and I wonder if they done that on purpose to him. I don't know if they fucked him over on purpose on Raw, to be fair, to see how he'd react.
I know the Dominic Mysterio match overshot on Raw, so that's why that was. But here, maybe they've just got more planned for him throughout the night.
Because on SmackDown, he did actually come out and mention that. He went, the good news is I'm coming out at the top of the 9th hour, so no one's taking my time away from me. So I don't know. Maybe that's why he came out early, NXT.
Tell you what, you've got Michaels, Punk, and then Rey Mysterio come out, and then you got Dragon Lee, and it's like
Dragon Lee's a wee bit of a bummer, but that's how we start off Deadline. Michaels, Punk in the ring. I'd take this match, WrestleMania, Crown Jewel. I don't care. Just make it happen.
Make it happen. Smile on a fucking pole match.
Smile on a pole. Anyway, guys, that's it. Peace.
Dirty Dom has been dethroned by Dirty Dragon Lee.
We had one of the greatest masked luchadors of all time, but unfortunately he was on commentary and not in the ring. The man that was in the ring, this little imposter, Dragon Lee, is now the new North American champion. He defeats Dominic Mysterio. We recently did 2 tier lists, Raw and NXT, and I think we had Dominic Mysterio at the top of both. So why is the best guy in the company right now losing to this bum? This guy that has been on NXT, that has been on SmackDown, that even had a spot on Survivor Series. What the hell is happening here? Why is this guy beating Dominic? Where was the Judgment Day? Where was Dominic's support? The match kind of just finished out of nowhere. I mean, it was an okay match. Ray was on commentary. Booker was, I guess, pissing Ray off a little bit, but this result has pissed me off a little bit. I don't understand why Dragon Lee is beating Dominic Mysterio. It makes no sense to me.
I think we're running a dangerous tightrope in WWE where, unless your name's Gunther, I think if you're a heel, you always get help from your faction. Even fucking Reigns gets help.
Even Gunther gets help sometimes, depending on his opponent.
Oh, he does, but I think him to a degree. When was the last time Roman Reigns won a match clean? With no interference?
Oh God, I don't know.
And when it comes to Judgment Day, I mean, someone's always out there. Whether it be JD Madonna or...
I think the way it's booked, if Gunther fought Roman Reigns and there was no outside interference, I think you'd put your money on Gunther. If we're looking at it from a real perspective here.
Yeah.
I think Gunther looks more dominant than Reigns, but anyway, wasn't a dominant win for Dragon Lee, but he got it nonetheless. Just pin out of nowhere, Dominic's been defeated. Rey Mysterio was happy. That's what happens, Ariba, when you got no Judgment Day. So
amigo, move on.
Judgment Day is shining upon Dominic Mysterio, and he no longer has the title.
Adios. The Blair Witch Project is almost complete because Blair Davenport won this Iron Survivor Challenge, and just like her, we had to survive it too. I don't like the concept, I do not like the match, but there's 2 of them tonight, so if you don't like it once, you have to sit through it twice.
Yeah, the deadline is over. The exam has been passed. Did you get an A? Did you get a B? Did you get a C? It doesn't really matter what grade we give her. It matters about what she's getting at the end of it, and that, of course, is a shot against Lyra Valkyrie for the NXT Women's Championship. So that's basically what happened. We got the match. It's I don't like the whole time going to 25. Why don't they just start the match at 25 minutes and have it tick down? I always think it's more interesting when time is ticking down. It's like an Iron Man match where it was going from like 0 to 60 minutes. That would just look weird in my opinion. We've never seen that in wrestling before. It's like the Royal Rumble. They don't start the count at 1 and then when someone gets to 10 they come to the ring. I don't get I know it's not a big deal breaker, but I just don't understand why they do it. It's a 3-2-1-1-0, I believe. There was only 7 pinfalls in the entire match. Kalani Jordan didn't get any. Priestley got her last one, or Davenport, whatever she's called, got her last one with like 10 seconds to go, and then Lash Legend never had a chance to level up and whatnot. And
I don't think a match should ever end with someone running away. I think it's quite embarrassing to actually look at. I get why they're doing it, right? But I just to me it's embarrassing.
No, I get the point, but I think they done the same thing last year. I'm pretty sure they done the exact same thing last year with someone running away for the final 20, 15 seconds. It's like when you look at Iron Man matches over the years, you never seen someone running away. I know it's much better psychology.
Could you argue that's men though, and they don't really want to do that? Like, I just couldn't imagine Triple H and The Rock, and instead of Taker coming out, it's fucking
Triple H is playing defense, running her in the ring for the last minute. No, I couldn't get that either. Anyway, Lyra Valkyrie came out, shoved her belt up in there. Then Cora Jade came out and attacked her and act like she was going to get a title shot, even though she's been gone for a while. And how can she be next in line for a title shot when Blair Davenport just won the match? I don't quite understand that, but I'm not.
It was flat. It was flat like a Pepsi. It's been out in the sun for 3 days. Opened.
I think it's a slightly better concept than War Games, but I'm not a fan of either. I just think they're overcomplicating this.
It is, but War Games is better in a sense because you're just going to get more star power in. Like this match.
War Games used to be on NXT, so what's your?
I'm talking about, yeah, these days.
I don't know. Why can't we?
Like this concept? Yeah, I would agree. If this concept was on the main roster and you actually had like like LA Knight, Punk, Orton, yeah, maybe it would feel a lot better. But then again, would I like to see one of them running about?
I just think it's a poor man's championship scramble.
Well, a wee bit of King of the Mountain wung in there with a box.
Yeah, I don't really like War Games either. It's kind of stealing Lethal Lockdown. I don't know. These new match types, just not really for me. At Survivor Series, I think I would just prefer to see a 5-on-5 elimination. Traditional Survivor Series matchup. And, I mean, maybe at Deadline, just give us an Iron Man match or something. Or, I don't know, or even a championship scramble.
Yeah,
I appreciate them trying new matches, but I just don't think they're working.
No, they're not. But let's see how the rest of the pay-per-view works, guys. We've got Carmelo Hayes against Brian Pillman. Oh wait, we can't call him that. It is what it is. No, the question is, who are you? We don't know who you are. Izzy Dane, did you know that name?
No! Originally I thought it was Lacey Evans. Looked like she'd returned to WWE. But apparently it's not. Some other blonde who I've never heard of. Now, is she making her debut? Or is she returning? Or is she just interfering in a match? I'm not too sure. But yeah, I have no idea who this person is.
Based off the reaction from the commentators, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's a return of some sorts. Because, I think if it's anyone Feuds, would they really debut in NXT? But then, I don't know.
We did do an NXT tier list, and I don't really remember her being on it. Although there was a few people that we didn't really rank because we had no idea who they were. Few people that went into the bin. She could have been one of them.
This match could be one of them because it just didn't warrant a steel cage.
There's too many people in NXT. I've said this before, but there's just way too many fucking people on NXT. The roster's extremely bloated. I don't know why. And probably, I think the only way to actually try and build new stars is to push the people that should already be on the main roster to the main roster. That's what they should do, but for some reason NXT's got a bigger roster than fucking Raw, and that's 3 hours.
Yeah, and that's...
it's not even close, to be honest. The NXT roster's way bigger than Raw's.
Yeah, and it gets people for Raw on it. so work that out, but yeah. So this match, you're not allowed to escape the cage, so why is the ending Roxanne Perez trying to get out the cage, and then it forces Izzy Dane, or whatever her name is, to hit her with the door?
Unless you could escape through the door, but you couldn't escape.
No, you weren't, because of 5 minutes before that, the commentator went, what's she doing? She can't escape through the cage, but maybe she's just trying to get away from her. So,
I don't know. I don't really care. I didn't care for the match. I just don't think there should have been a steel cage. Gone are the days where a steel cage match would be to end a rivalry, or when a rivalry was really heated. This match surely didn't call for a steel cage.
No, it didn't. I mean, it's just throwaway. It shouldn't even be on the show. But then, if you take away the steel cage, does this match belong on this pay-per-view? Probably not.
Although we did get Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar at Survivor Series, so I'll forgive that.
I'll forgive.
If you're going to take an issue with Roxanne Perez and Kiana James being on an NXT throwaway premium live event, then I'm taking issue with.
Well, I'll let you know. I'm the guy that took the biggest issue with that. Maybe Carmelo Hayes, Lexus King. Could that not have been a steel cage match potentially? Who knows? But yeah, the match is over. It's main event time. Who you got?
No, because there's no real rivalry there either.
But anyway, who you got in this main event?
Don't know, but anyway.
Baron Corbin's dog died. We're going to give him the nod.
I give him it.
Melo didn't miss this easy 3-pointer tonight as he defeats Lexus King. And I tell you what, right, this is exactly everything that's wrong with pro wrestling, because why does this guy defeat Lexus King? Carmelo Hayes does not need this victory. This guy does not need it. He can go to the main roster, and his win-loss record on NXT is forgotten about. But this guy's just come in, Lexus. Brian Pillman Jr., baby. He's got a gun. Well, that gun has got blanks in it because it's misfiring.
He's firing blanks, buddy. Nothing but net for Carmelo Hayes, and it's nothing but a big fat L for Lexi King on his PAEL debut.
Oh, but we've never been in a ring, so you guys don't know how to book wrestling. Fuck off. Anyone that thinks Carmelo Hayes winning this is a better option than the other guy need their fucking head looked at. It's like in Puerto Rico, they should change these results on the fly. This one didn't need to be changed on the fly. Change it before the match. What is the use? It's the same reason why Braun Breaker shouldn't win this match tonight.
He doesn't even need to win clean or whatnot. But I mean, I don't know. Having Lexi King lose in his first pay-per-view match doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And the ending of the match made even less sense. So, clean victory for Carmelo Hayes. He celebrates. Apparently it's a sweet victory for him because everyone believes Lexi King took out Trick. Then when he's leaving to the back, Lexi King tells Carmelo Hayes, thanks for the spotlight, but it wasn't me that took out Trick Williams. This seems to piss off Carmelo Hayes. He walks down to the ring, music hits, he then looks up towards the top of the ramp as if he's expecting someone to come out, but it's Lexi King's music, and then he just fucks off to the back. He goes to the back, guys. Lexus King. That's the word I was looking for. That's the word he's looking for, but I don't get WWE. I mean, it's wrestling in general. These booking decisions are baffling. Why? It just makes no sense, man. Like, I just don't get it. Why are you keeping guys that should have been called up months ago on the roster to job guys that should be the current main eventers on NXT? Booker. Chucky Ducky Quack Quack Book. I just don't get it, man. There's people that should just be called up. Why are you bringing back Cora Jade? Should be on the main roster. Braun Breaker, he's literally outstayed his welcome for about 18 months. And that's not because I dislike the guy. Like, what's he doing there? Honestly, and then like Trick Williams, he should be pushing the main event scene. He shouldn't be interacting with Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes should be on the main roster, man. Rant aside. Peace. Deadline's playing tricks on us. Down. Trick Williams with the I'd say it goes as far as the epic victory. A minute to go, he's 4-0 down, and he converted it to a 4-0 win. Yeah. Well, I'll say 4-0 win. I mean, it may as well be a 4-0 win because at the end of the day, your threes mean hee-haw when some guys got 4. Yeah, he looked like an absolute bomb. I would say he probably spent more minutes in the penalty box than he did in the ring. And that's not even an exaggeration. He was like constantly the fall guy to take the pinfalls. Anytime you looked, there was a timeout in his name. There was a 0 next to his name. And he was in the penalty box. And then with like just under 2 minutes to go, he gets speared through the barricade on the outside. And at this point you're thinking, well, it's all over. It's done. There's no chance he can't possibly win. But I mean, I guess maybe he used, what's that thing you get in the game where you can hit triangle and maybe he used his comeback because he looked like he was down and out, looked like he was dead. Then he got up, he got one quick fall back, then he got 2 falls, 3 falls, and then it looks like he's going to eat a spear for Braun Breaker, but instead he hits him with the knee and he gets the 1, 2, 3. Now, with 10 seconds to go, 4 out of the 5 were tied on 3 points, and I was actually wanting to see what would happen if a deadline match finishes with I mean, even 2 people with a tie would be cool enough, but I wanted to see what would happen with 4 people tied on 3. Would it be next fall wins, or would it be whoever gets the last? They've never really explained this, and surely it's only a matter of time. Even if you're looking at it from a realistic standpoint, there would be a time where eventually nobody actually does win the match.
Yeah.
Because we get that with Iron Man matches. Now, in Iron Man matches, we know that it's either overtime or the champion retains on a draw. But we don't know what's happening with Deadline. I thought we were going to find out. But nah, Trick Williams, 4 pinfalls in about a minute. Is this the most pin? This could be a WWE record. I can't think of any other type of matchup or any other match in WWE history where some guy has got 4 pinfalls in like less than about a minute. There's not many matches that would allow you to even do that.
I'm trying to think. Braun Strowman in a chamber one year. He not come in and like eliminate people quite quick.
I don't think he got
Goldberg in 2003 did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I don't think he got. He didn't get 4 in a minute.
Yeah, he got 3 in a minute. I'm trying to think what else though.
No, Goldberg was dominant, but I still don't think he got 3
Obviously,
in a minute.
people do it in Rumbles, but there's not really a match, like you said, where someone can come in.
Yeah, I'm not denying that there's probably someone that's got more than 4 eliminations in a Royal Rumble. But in terms of pinfalls, there's not many matches that allow you to get 4 pinfalls in such a short space of time. So I think Trick Williams set a record tonight. And now he's going to face the champion at New Year's Evil. Who's it going to be? Dragunov? Or is it going to be Baron Corbin?
Who knows, but it was easily matched tonight. Very good match. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, very good match. And even when Braun Breaker came in, it's kind of what you expect. The big dominant guy coming in last and he just picks them off. He had 3 pinfalls and, well, I mean, he had 3 pinfalls in about 60 seconds and we thought that was good. And then Trick, well, that was probably the record. He probably came in and set a record and then Trick's hoovered off him. So, yeah, there you go, guys. Trick Williams pulled a trick out the bag tonight and got the win.
Oh, yeah. Ilya Dragunov retains the NXT Championship with a ton of finishers in a boring ass match. You cannot kill the dragon. I am the dragon. And here comes Trick Williams to confront them. Who cared? I mean, seriously, I thought we might have got CM Punk or something at the end.
You know, we're pretty much getting the exact same thing.
There's Trick Williams.
There's Carmelo Hayes. I mean, that was pretty much a carbon copy of what we got after the Deadline women's match there. The only difference is Carmelo Hayes didn't come out and attack Trick, but yeah, you know what? Just a bland, just not a very interesting pay-per-view. The card didn't really excite me. The world title match didn't excite me. Eli Dragunov does not excite me. I think NXT's dipped a lot since he became the champion. I'm not solely putting the blame on him, but he's just a boring fucking character. I like pain and I'm a good wrestler. I mean, that is it. You look at the guy and he's like a slightly better, alright, a lot better in shape Tyler Bates, but it's just a small guy with just no good look to him, in trunks, that likes to wrestle, and his character is basically, I'm strong and I can take a lot of pain, and that's fucking it. I mean, is that really supposed to impress us?
Is that supposed to get the blood pumping? The fear's up? No.
Is Eli Dragunov larger than life? Do you look at Eli Dragunov and think WrestleMania main eventer?
Larger than life, smaller than death. The guy's pants and... This is awesome. It's not one thing I'd use to describe Dragunov, guys, but if you want to see our thoughts, make sure to check out the reaction vids and also the review, which is coming straight after this.
Like, I'm not saying the match was terrible, but when you know for a fact Baron Corbin can't win, then what's the point?
Yeah, I said in the preview show, if Corbin wins this belt, we'll delete the channel, so...
Looks like you guys have to listen to our shite for a bit longer.
Fog Wrestling lives on, baby.